So it is March 2023 and I'm here in the Eastern Cape in the mountains and obviously here looking for chameleons. So March is a really interesting month. I actually found 4 species of dwarf chameleons. So all these trips was actually planned around work stuff. So I was already there for work and I just decided to stay a few days extra to get some chameleons at all these places. So the first trip I did in the beginning of March was actually down to the KZN Midlands. The first chameleon I found there was the emerald dwarf chameleon. So this is an undescribed species of chameleon. It is probably one of the most beautiful little chameleons. As the name would suggest, it's emerald green, and you can find them in the southern part of the Drakensberg. So not only is this a really nice chameleon, it's got beautiful scenery around it, and just the whole experience of being there and actually finding something so amazing was really great. It was also a family trip, so baby Ellie actually got to see them as well, and she just loved them, and it's always great seeing how happy they actually make her. From there on, we actually went down to the Natal Midlands. Obviously we found the Natal Midlands dwarf chameleon there as well. I went to one of the indigenous patches of forest there to get some wide angle macro shots of the Natal Midlands dwarf chameleon. I think the last time I found them was in 2019. That was before I had my Laowa 15mm wide angle macro lens. So this was the first time that I actually got to photograph the Natal Midlands dwarf chameleon with this lens. And once again, it's one of my favorite lenses. You just get a very unique perspective. So I got some great stuff there in the forest. And then also we were actually there to film a wedding. And during the wedding, we actually found a chameleon walking around, and we got a few shots with the bride with the chameleon, because she loves chameleons as well. So it's always good to find them even if I'm not looking for them. And then I went to Cape Town, to Stellenbosch for work. And I didn't have a lot of time there, but it's always good fun just to have a walk around there and see if you can find any of the Cape dwarf chameleons. The color form there is just fantastic. They're bright green, and they've got turquoise patches. It's the most impressive looking form of the Cape dwarf chameleon for me, and it was just great seeing them again. Didn't really take a lot of photos, but like I say, it's always just great being out. And now, yeah, at the end of March, it brings us to the Eastern Cape, where we are now. So I came here for what was supposed to be the last one that I needed to see all the dwarf chameleons in South Africa, the Elandsberg Dwarf Chameleon. And obviously, it's not the last one anymore. They've described 3 new different species of chameleons. So I still need to find the 3 of them, but I did find the Elandsberg Dwarf Chameleon here, and I did manage to get a few nice photos. I mean, it is just an absolutely gorgeous spot, this. I think that's the thing about this project. It's not just seeing this really cool chameleons, but actually going out to spots like this and having to mission around to find stuff. It's been phenomenal, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So obviously the project's not over. I'm actually going down to Swellendam next month for work. So there's a slight chance that I might have time to go find the Grootvadersbos dwarf chameleon. And then that will only leave me with 2 dwarf chameleons still to find. I'll probably do that when it's summer again at the end of the year. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break with the Chameleon Project. It is a little bit seasonal. So far this year has really been fun, and it's great actually finding a new one, finding a chameleon that I haven't found before. So it was great to actually find the Elandsberg Dwarf Chameleon. To be honest, conditions wasn't perfect to actually film and photograph. Here on top of the mountain, the wind is a very big challenge. It makes it difficult to see them as they actually go deeper down into the bushes for the wind. And then also obviously on the photography side, it's difficult to focus on something that's blowing in the wind the whole time. You also get weird motion blur when using the flash. You sort of get that ghosting effect. There's a few photos that didn't come out the way it was supposed to. And then on the filming side, it's just ridiculous to actually film something moving in the wind so much. So I didn't really get a lot of filming done, which is a pity, but it's always great being out here and actually seeing this stuff and just enjoying it. So there's a few projects that I'm really excited about that I'm working on at the moment. Like I mentioned in my update video, I'm trying to work on a few longer form stuff. So there's a few documentaries that I'm busy with pre-production, and yeah, lots of exciting stuff. Nothing I can really talk about now. Work keeps me busy as well. We're on to a 3rd season of a TV program that we are filming, which takes us all across the country. So there's not a lot of time for the chameleon stuff. So for now, this is it. Tomorrow is a long drive back to Pretoria. Then I'm going to start editing some of the stuff we got now, and some of the stuff from the Midlands. I've just been on the road the whole time. So this was supposed to be the last one, but it's not. The project's still going on. There's still lots of chameleons to find. So yeah, let's search for the chameleons.
Follow me on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook for more chameleons and wildlife.